Guys, Joanna coming back in. Welcome back to the Land of Sieges. We actually have a 2v2 siege today with myself and Charlie Sigzuler as the defenders. Just wanted to say real quick here, if you guys are ever playing against Masacely or any of those factions that have vanguard units, please don't do this with your ranged. Don't just leave them over here completely undefended. Also, the other side, don't leave your ballista way over here by itself. Again, completely undefended. You can see Macedon doesn't even have any cavalry with him. And this is not a video to be a jerk. This is a video to try and help newer players or whatever. If you're playing against factions like these guys, like Masacely or Arverni, any faction that has vanguard units, don't leave your ranged or your artillery just out there for easy kills. That's basically all it is. So, we're going to get into the army comps. We'll start off with Macedon, who's being commanded by Krusty Patriot. He's bringing with him 8 units of hoplites, 3 thorax swords, 2 units of royal peltasts, one of those being his general, 4 archers, 1 giant ballista, as you've already seen. His ally over here, Epirus, didn't even actually bring any siege equipment with him. So, I remember doing this battle, and we asked him, and he said, no, it's fine, I have my onager, or onager, whatever you want to call it. And we said, are you sure, dude? And he said, yep. And we said, okay. And his ally was not saying anything. So again, good ally. We would have had zero problem restarting this battle. Zero problem at all restarting it, whatever, not changing any of our army compositions or anything. Totally. Sometimes you just forget to grab equipment. Sometimes the defenders forget to grab wall artillery. Sometimes, even if you're in a room, in a lobby, and you've already got your army picked out, if the host changes the map, and I even think if he changes the map size, your army might still stay there, but you have to go and check to make sure that your equipment stays equipped. So, yeah. Anyway, getting into Epirus here, being commanded by Adasusa. 6 hoplites, 4 units of Italian spearmen, 3 Italian swordsmen, 1 unit of levy pikes, the 4 unit of peltasts over here. He does have a heavy onager, and his general is a unit of royal cavalry. Dealing with myself, I am playing as Masacely. You can see I have the 4 units of the medium shock cavalry Numidian riders that do have the vanguard ability, guerrilla deployment, whatever you want to call it. I am also bringing with me 7 units of the Desert Legionnaires, 2 Vigiles, 2 units of the Catuli Tribesmen, 4 units of the Heavy Skirmishers, one of those being my general. And then getting into Charlie Sigzulu's army, he is bringing with him 8 units of the Nabatean Axe Warriors, 4 Heavy Archers. His general is a unit of Noble Cavalry, and he's bringing chariots as well. He's got 2 units of sized chariots back here. There is a gate right here, so pretty sure you guys are all going to understand what's going to happen. Again, newer players, just take my advice. Just try, I'm not trying to be a jerk, like I said. It's a very short video, guys. I mean, if you guys want to see some really crazy kills, just watch the video. But this video is primarily, right off the bat, that's why I started off the way that I did with the Numidian Riders. I mean, those archers, the peltasts over there, the ballista way out over there, not being defended at all. But, alright, 16 minutes, 13 seconds of a battle. I honestly don't... I guess I'll start on this side. And immediately, they're starting to hit some of my guys. That's fine. They killed almost half the unit, but I'm still going to get into them. Over here. They do, thankfully, have some of the Italian swords over here getting some good kills. So my units of cavalry on this side really didn't do as much damage as I thought they were going to. But this side over here, this ballista is gone, and I've actually had the time to completely line up this unit of cavalry, and there's nothing coming over here to stop me. He didn't bring any units down off of his towers. He's bringing some of his hoplites away from tortoises over here, but he left the 2 units of archers over here. And, I don't remember. I mean, I'm almost climbing up to almost 100 kills already. One of these units of archers is basically on its way out the door. The other one's still there. And I still have this other unit here. So, I mean, I can still do a lot of damage. That unit over there only got 26 kills. There are 33 of them left. And I don't see... Well, what is that? 17 kills for that one. So, it was good on Epirus on this side because he had the Italian swords there to be able to help with the javelin volleys. But, I mean, again, don't leave your archers out like that. Here we go. See, this one unit, over 100 kills, has just turned away from the rest of these hoplites. Getting into the rest of this unit of archers, going to finish them off. This other unit was still able to get away. They have 53 men left. I'm going to be able to get into these archers, which, even if I don't kill the entire units, I'm taking a lot of their ranged away. You guys have heard other people say, without ranged on attack, you're not going to do very well. You're really not going to do very well at all. So he's lost one unit of his archers. The second unit is pretty beaten up. 53 left in that unit. Both of these units are starting to rout. My second unit of my Numidian riders that came in on this side are routing now, or starting to rout there. But I mean, look at the amount that's left. 45 left in that unit, 46 left in this unit. A lot of damage was done over here, and it was just because of, not caring for his units, not, defending them, not putting something nearby, at least on Macedon's side, not putting something by that would be able to help fight off any sort of a sally out, which again, specific factions, there are specific factions, newer players, this is for you guys, not trying to be a jerk, I'm saying it like 5 times already, I'm really not, I'm trying to be helpful here in the gaming community of Total Wars, especially Rome 2. There are factions that have vanguard units, and some of them are very, very powerful. I mean, like I said, I didn't clear out any units. I think maybe I did kill one of his units of archers. I did. But look at what he's got. I mean, 42 in that unit, 45, 53. That's it. That's all the archers he has left against all of our archers. Peltasts, I don't think they lost a whole lot. Let's see what they ended up losing. 12, 4, 5, and 21. So, but with Epirus having his Italian swords here, that definitely helped him out in not losing more of his Peltasts. Plus, he did have them pretty close to his line, so that was good. But Macedon on this side, I mean, you can see he didn't have anything. I mean, the 2 units of archers were here, roughly, when they first started. The other 2 were in front of the line there. And once I finished off the ballista, I came around, hit that 1 unit of cavalry. The second unit came, 1 unit of archers. Second unit of cavalry that hit the ballista just came around and started causing damage. So I mean, yeah, it's it's good to see that the attackers did attack together. That's always a good thing. You never want to be the attacker that's attacking by himself, because especially with one of these factions, but you always stay together. Try and find the best place. Like if this was a 3v3 or 4v4, I would say that the 3v3s probably, let me just take a look back over here. I want to look at the slums. Yeah, see, this would not be good enough for 3v3, even a 4v4 to attack. A 3v3 will probably be best come in on this side because they can all come in. They can all support each other. Maybe not so much on here because anybody who lined up here. But I mean, even if somebody sent a couple of units on this side, they'd be able to support any sort of attack that came onto this corner here. Obviously, any of the flat wall there would be, defended or covered. It's just, you guys got to learn where to attack from. I mean, if you're doing a lobby full of random people, there's the text chat. There's the chat right up there. You can type in here and try and get your teammates to work together. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes people just want to do what they want to do, and but maybe you'll be lucky, and maybe you'll be able to find somebody who will work with you. I guess it's the easiest way to say it. Who will work with you? But yeah, getting into more of the replay. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit because all the artillery is being brought up, all the equipment's being brought up. I believe that, is he out of ammunition? He took out the no, he's still got a little shot left. He took out the tower here, which, hold on, let me put it back on regular speed. The tower here, taking that out, okay, good idea, because they're going to start pressing in on this side. But the other option that they could have done was, I mean, where they're attacking with their tortoises, at least on this side, is fine. Not so much on this side, though, because this wouldn't really count. For the newer players, hitting these corners will open up this entire wall breach right there. So, you know, he didn't have to hit this. If they left the tower there, he could have left that, he could have hit there, and that would have just allowed his infantry to get inside to start neutralizing the tower, at least, if not capturing it. Which is definitely, you know, first step to coming in. You want to start taking away the defender's ability to defend. See this right here? That's perfect. Two huge gaps. They're going to be able to move in. Now this is again a bit of an issue. Peltas coming in to melee first. They're the first line in. I don't think he meant to do that because they're immediately running away. But you definitely want to try and keep your ranged out of the melee as best as you can. Even Peltas, I mean, they're good. They have a little bit of melee abilities. You know, their melee attack 18, weapon damage 24. Their armor is really good, 65 armor, melee defense 40. So they can obviously handle themselves to a degree in a melee fight. But you're not really... You got hoplites, you have other guys, you have other infantry, use them. Use them before you bring in any sort of ranged. Because look at that, some of the Peltas actually got caught into the fight. He lost 6, he lost a couple more. Charlie did send out a unit of his axe warriors here. Getting some javelins from the unit of thorax swordsmen there, but they're just clearing up this unit of hoplites. Already down, they've lost 41 men already in this unit. Right here, these guys need to start moving in. Maybe not in the block formations that they're in, but I mean, they're definitely going to take damage as they're coming in because the Nabatean Axe Warriors have javelins. Pretty positive they have javelins. So I don't play Nabatea very often, but I'm pretty sure they have javelins. So they're going to take damage initially, so the hoplites coming in first would definitely make sense. You know, throwing in your cheaper units. Which, I mean, they even still have really good armor. Well, maybe hoplites aren't that cheap. I mean, that armor's really good. 80 armor. The Levy Pikemen, not... I wouldn't bring them in yet, but it does look like they are coming through. They're coming around the tortoises here. Now, basically, all Charlie and I were doing here, we only have to hold certain spots. Like, right, because of where they attacked, we, in all seriousness, we would have to hold there, there, and there. It's really all we have to hold because they did us a favor in allowing us to be able to, if we did sit back, they took out this tower, which would have essentially done us a favor because we could have just held back in these choke points. The only thing we would have had to have actually defended was the gate because we didn't want to lose these two towers, the two arrow towers there. But yeah, it's again, this is a helpful video. Again, Levy pikemen coming in, don't have their pikes down. Now they have them down. You definitely want to put your pikes down before you push them in. Plus, they're kind of... I think that it would have been better for the pikes to push on this side, because right now, with all of Charlie's archers, he's got 2 or 3 units of archers firing down. You can see the pikes are now starting to move. They lost 5, 6 men already, 7 men now, and that's just because of Charlie's getting some really good side flanking shots right here. I don't know if my guys... No, I don't think I'm over there. Yeah, all my guys are over there. But this is all Charlie. He's getting some really fantastic flanking shots onto those pikemen. Still stuck in the combat. They're down almost 30 men already, and they have 9 kills. Now, yeah, you could say they're Levy pikemen. They're not that good. They're not that good. But they're still pikes. They can still perform the job that they're supposed to perform, especially standing behind a line of hoplites. I mean, look at the hoplites. Their unit is winning, and they've only lost 26 men. The pikes, they're almost down 60. So, yeah, you definitely want to be a little bit more careful with your pikes, especially. I'm not a big pike person. I don't usually tend to take factions that can use pikes. But I've started to practice with them or start to, use factions that have pikes to try and get to understand them a little bit better. So I'm not a professional with pikes in any way, shape, or form. I'm just trying to give out knowledge that I have seen, that I have come to understand, and how to use certain units. I mean, look, they're routed. 49 men left, 10 kills. 45 men. They're still just... Charlie's just going to finish them off, make sure they don't come back. see how we're doing on this side. Looks like Macedon is making a little bit of a break-in here. It's got some Nabatean Axe Warriors. Now, here's another bit of a lesson. I don't think these guys, yeah, they should still have some decent javelins left. They only have 6 kills so far. But if you see here, these guys are lined up on a perfect... Oh, are they firing up there? Excuse me. They're actually firing up on the wall into the Thorax Swordsmen that are attacking from the tower that I'm holding here with some Desert Legionnaires. But he could have, if he had lined them up a little bit closer, maybe they wouldn't have thrown up on the wall. But look at that. Now this unit of hoplites going to be surrounded. Going to be surrounded. Thankfully, he did have a unit of Thorax Swordsmen here, so they're going to be able to come in and hit these Nabatean Axe Warriors in the back. But this whole time, this is not our game plan. This was not our game plan at all. So again, another... oh wait, did my cavalry come back? They did come back. I got into the heavy onager again. I'm winning the fight currently. So yeah. But you guys, attack, always keep your eyes open, because here comes the Scythe Chariots. Just slowly moving their way up. They're hidden. You can see the eyeballs right there above their flags. These guys are completely hidden. And look what's over here. Epirus is moving up his forces now. You can see that some of the Nabatean Axe Warriors are starting to break, but that's fine. Because we are now able to start, we can just push more units up. Because they attacked from just one area. They didn't really try and, like, he's got one unit over here, didn't he? I thought he had a ram. I thought somebody had a ram. I could have sworn somebody had a ram. Guess not. I thought they did, but you know, I'm just trying to help. Just trying to help. Let's see how Macedon is doing with his Thorax. Actually, that unit. Oh, where did I get? Oh, this unit. I pulled this unit of Legionnaires over from here. So now I'm going to start helping Nabatea against these against the Thorax Swordsmen, hoplites, and everything. Charlie's doing a really great job with his heavy archers, just getting into some more of these Macedonian archers that were already damaged. Already damaged archers, so he's just going to keep firing at them. I came in behind with my cavalry again, just finished off the rest of that pike unit. You can see the onager crew is completely gone. So I'm still harassing, even though it's a very small unit, 22 out of 80, still harassing. I think it was about this time where Epirus just basically said, fuck it, and just charged his whole army in because he didn't want to take any more damage. He just didn't want to take any more damage, so he just starts piling his guys in, which, you know, could be beneficial. I don't know why I have these guys lined up like this. That might have been a misclick. I mean, it could be beneficial. His guys could just easily, or, you know, have a really good chance of just plowing through whatever we have. Woo, excuse me there. Whatever we have for our front line left. I mean, I still have some more Legionnaires over here. Got my general back over there. Still have a couple units of Vigiles. Charlie's pretty much out of infantry. So right now it's up to me to hold these lines. So you can see I'm bringing up my skirmishers. Have the rest of my Legionnaires inside of this one unit who's still fighting Thorax Swordsmen up here. But we are we're winning up here. You can see that some of the more Macedonian units are just starting to waver here. But you can see that some of these hoplites are really, I mean, they're full. Excuse me there again. Full units of hoplites, 160 there, 159 there, another 160, Thorax Swordsman, 159. Oh, Charlie does have 2 units left. I thought they were all gone. But here we go. Here's the beginning of the problem, which you got to keep keep your head on a swivel, because here comes Charlie's chariots. They're just going to ram into all of these peltasts and just rip right through them. That's one unit there. Here comes the other unit of chariots here. They're just going to come around and start bashing through. Look at all the flags just wavering. 2 units of chariots. What does he have? 335 kills already. He's ripped through 3, 4, 5 units on this side. Back over here, this unit of chariots has, what is that? 90, just broke 100. Going to start getting into the back of Macedon here. Now, that's going to be the end of the replay. They ended up leaving. As you can see, there's only 4 seconds left. They still have a lot of guys. But again, this replay, I don't even really care about the end, you know, army comps or kills, losses, anything like that. That's not what this video is about. This video is about being aware. when you're attacking, especially when you're attacking. Being aware of sally outs, being aware of vanguard factions, being aware of factions that can bring devastating, absolutely devastating cavalry, chariots, horses, cataphracts, anything that can just rip you guys apart on attack. Keep your eyes open. Look around. Turn your map. At the beginning, scroll up as the battle starts. Scroll up to the settlement. Look around. See if you see any of the gates opening. If you see a gate opening, 9 times out of 10, that's a unit that's coming out on a sally out. Or the 1 out of 10 is that it was a unit that got too close to the gate and the gate opened and then they pulled them back away from the gate. So, but that's going to be the end of it. I don't even, like I said, I'm not even going over the kills or anything like that. This was just a pure, hey guys, here's some information video. That's all this is. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do have any comments or questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. Thank you guys very much for the continued support of my channel. Over 2,100 subscribers now, guys. Absolutely amazing. Could not thank you guys enough, but I will continue to say thank you, and I appreciate all of your support. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day. Stay safe, and until the next one.